Okay. Okay, so I am making Italian chocolate and this is just getting a little bit out of hand. It's bubbling. Right, I'm just turning this down, bear with me. So, to make Italian hot chocolate, I've put milk in a saucepan. Yeah, there's not conventional. Sorry, not a saucepan, a frying pan. Only because my saucepan, the only one I have, is not washed, and I just felt like I wanted hot chocolate. It's dark outside. It's lockdown. It's COVID. Something nice and something quick. So I just thought that I would put some milk in a saucepan, and then 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of corn flour, and you can see that it's just thickened a little bit because we're making a nice thick chocolatey hot chocolate. So you can see it's nice and thick, and not too thick but still runny, but I can feel the resistance on the teaspoon. So I'm gonna pull this back here, and then I'm gonna add, you can probably hear my washing machine in the background, just to let you guys know I do washing. And here goes a teaspoon of cocoa. Yay! And I'm gonna stir this in, some cocoa, and I'm still gonna turn this right down to 1 because it's really starting to boil. So just to reiterate, I've got a cup of milk, any milk. I've also got I put that on the cooker, stove, the heat, and then I put a teaspoon of corn flour in, and now I've just added a teaspoon of cocoa, which I'm mixing in. Now, cocoa can be a little bit challenging because I suppose they're a little bit like humans. We don't like to separate, so they are not separating. They are absolutely sticking together, and we can't blame them. But for the sake of a nice, smooth chocolate drink on a cold, wintry, dull day that's causing challenges to our mood, let's just try and separate this. So I suppose you could say it's like a bit of a custardy type of concoction here. Sorry, because it's supposed to be a nice Italian chocolate. So I'm just going to get another teaspoon because I don't want to put the wet teaspoon in the cocoa. I'm adding another teaspoon of cocoa and another little bit of cocoa. So we get this nice dark hot chocolate. To be honest, I'm enjoying this. I didn't think I would be enjoying this, but somehow I am. Now, I've never done this before. I've never done this recipe before. I actually saw the recipe being done on Pinterest. Don't you just love Pinterest? And of course, theirs is professional. It's all cut. It's got music. But then I just thought, hey, if I do a video and try and make it as professional as possible, I think it puts pressure on your average person because most of us don't have the proper pans, most of us don't have the proper utensils, or most of us just cannot be bothered. So I hope I'm relating to a good few of you. So I think I've put about 2 or 3 teaspoons of cocoa in here. So just to go over the recipe again, I'm on a very, very light heat here with cocoa, a teaspoon of corn flour, and I'm gonna throw in some chocolate as soon as I can get all this little bumps smooth. Now, if this was on a professional video, it'll be speeded up. But hey, it's Saturday. Most of us have time to just sit and listen to me waffle on, and you can also look at me making a real fool of myself. But hey, this is great. So yeah, so we've just keep stirring this so it's nice and smooth. I suppose you could get a beater in here, but I'm just gonna stir. There's something therapeutic about stirring. Also, while we're stirring, I can add, I read on a well-being site that movement is very good for making sure that we don't get into this COVID chronic fatigue. Yep, it's even got a name now. So, if you don't catch coronavirus, you catch chronic corona fatigue. So, corona fatigue is basically when coronavirus started, and I'm really sorry I'm including coronavirus into my chocolate here, but it's the topic and it's educational and it'll help you feel better. So, when coronavirus started, it caused us to panic. We released what they call cortisol and stress level hormones. And then the stress level hormones now is kind of wearing off because we're kind of adapting. And what happens is your body goes into fatigue, just like you would if you go into like an adrenal fatigue. And so our bodies are so used to fighting and stressing and being on high alert, we're just tired and we just want to relax. So what happens is you get what they call chronic COVID fatigue. This is thickening up. Gorgeous, baby, gorgeous. Look at this. Woo! Who would have thought? Italian. Sorry if there's any Italians watching, but this is supposed to be an Italian. I love Italian. Italian thick hot chocolate. Just bear with me a sec. I'm going to get some chocolate. So I'm going to leave this on the stove a little and I'm going to go and find some chocolate. So bear with me. So woohoo! I found some chocolate. So it's dark chocolate, about 60%. So I'm putting in some dark chocolate there. And there, and look, we got happy face, guys. So we're gonna melt this into our lovely chocolate here. Ooh. And we're gonna get some nice dark chocolate all melted, and then I'm gonna pour this into a glass, or rather a mug. Nice colorful bright mug. I'll show you the mug while that melts a little bit. It's a burgundy type of colored mug that'll just complement the colors of chocolate. And of course, nothing like a bit of flower on there, nature. Also on this site about well-being, not only did they say you must move, but they also said that movement is important, but also nature. Going out for some fresh air, some nature walks, and if you're allowed in your country to go for a trip in your car, on a bus, also to get to some nature sites. So they say basically that helps to keep the mind focused on positive things, because the green, the reds, the flowers, the winter colors as well can stimulate feelings of calm and stimulate feelings of joy and stimulate feelings of well-being. So guys, get out there after your hot chocolate and go for a walk, because that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I reiterate, this is not a professional video, but it's a video for the common person who hasn't got the equipment and there's no music, but you did have a bit of background, still do, my washing machine, And of course me chatting along to you because I got no one else to chat to. So, whoa, can you see that shine on there, baby? Look at that. You can almost see your face in there. Not that you would probably want to see your face in there unless you got a pretty face. I'm sure you do. But woohoo, look at this. I am so impressed with my Italian chocolate. So, I suppose you want to see me pouring. I'm going to pour this now into my... I'm actually going to pour it into a jug, so there's no messing. But professional here. Give me 2 seconds, I'm going to pause.